start dating at 15.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
sorry, 16?
14.
My mistake. Now, assuming the left side of a bell curve.
Hey guys, the Loud Guys. Today we are going to watch Sheldon's Most Savage Moments. And we know Sheldon, he's not that person who you would attach savage word to. But he is, uncanny kind of a person. You never know when to get what from him, and he will learn sarcasm and he will try to show off his sarcasm and do all these things. We have seen very small bits of him, but he's very funny, and because the main reason is he's a character. Like in Toy Story, Buzz Lightyear. So similarly, he's also a character, and he will show his glimpses.
In the beginning, I used to think Sheldon is like a kind of boring and all about studies, but now he's one of my favorite, to be honest.
Actually, and he's very, very fun to watch. So let's watch this video.
All right, I'm ready for my next question.
Okay.
In a world where rhinoceroses are domesticated pets, who wins the Second World War?
Oh.
Uganda.
Defend.
Kenya rises to power on the export of rhinoceroses. A Central African power bloc is formed, colonizing North Africa and Europe. When war breaks out, no one can afford the luxury of a rhino. Kenya withers, Uganda triumphs.
Oh.
Correct. My turn.
In a world where a piano is a weapon, not a musical instrument, on what does Scott Joplin play the maple leaf rag?
Tuned bayonets.
Defend?
Isn't it obvious?
You're right, my apologies.
What is this game?
What the hell are you guys playing?
Yeah.
It's a game we invented. It's called Counterfactuals.
We postulate an alternate world that differs from ours in one key aspect and then pose questions to each other.
It's fun for ages 8 to 80. Join us.
8 to 80.
All right, I like a good brain teaser. Give it a whirl.
You're in luck. This is an easy one. In a world where mankind is ruled by a giant intelligent beaver, what food is no longer consumed?
A BLT where the B stands for beaver?
Leonard, be serious. We're playing a game here.
I can figure this out. Let's see. Well, beavers eat tree bark.
Okay.
The only tree bark I know that humans consume is cinnamon, so I'll say cinnamon.
Incorrect. Obviously, the answer is cheese Danish.
Cheese Danish.
In a world ruled by a giant beaver, mankind builds many dams to please the beaver overlord. The low-lying city of Copenhagen is flooded. Thousands die. Devastated, the Danes never invent their namesake pastry. How does one miss that?
This is ridiculous. You're just making stuff up.
Yes.
Is he always like this when he loses?
Oh, yes, you should have been here for the great Jenga tantrum of 2008.
Great Jenga
You bumped the
tantrum.
table and you know it.
Perhaps it would be kinder to play a game more suited to his abilities. We'll close our eyes and count to 10 while you hide.
I'm going to my room.
Very good, Leonard. But next time, don't tell us where you're hiding.
Sally.
Sheldon?
Hello.
What are you doing here?
He doesn't look good.
I have troubles, Penny. Come to pour them out to the sympathetic ear of the local barkeep.
You know, they have a really nice bar over at the Olive Garden.
I don't like the Olive Garden. They treat me like family.
Okay, Sheldon, what can I get you?
Family.
Alcohol.
Could you be a little more specific?
Ethyl alcohol.
Apple.
40 milliliters.
I'm sorry, honey, I don't know milliliters.
Blame President James Jimmy Carter. He started America on a path to the metric system, but then just gave up. He wonders why he was a one-term president.
Would you say that's about 40 milliliters?
More or less.
Great.
Yes.
Now, where were we?
I believe you were about to ask me to choose a cocktail. Fortunately, thanks to computer-savvy alcoholics, there's an app for that. Let's see.
Actually,
Harvey Wallbanger. Sex on the Beach. I hardly think so. Rob Roy. Silk Slipper. Mad Hatter. Ooh. I have a rosewater Ricky.
What?
You'll need pitted brandied cherries, gin, rosewater, Angostura bitters, and overproofed rum. Now first, dust the cherries with sugar, then spray them with a mixture of rum and bitters. Then ignite the rum.
Here you go. 1 rosewater Ricky.
That's not how it looks in the picture.
Oh, yeah, you know, every bartender makes it differently. Oh, you give it a try.
All right.
Gave him anything, no?
To the metric system.
Metric system.
Oh.
I can't taste the cherries.
All right. Sheldon, what's on your mind?
I wronged Howard. You won't accept my apology.
Oh, right, that. Yes, Leonard told me. Sorry, honey.
Penny, you face failure on a daily basis.
On
How
a
do you
daily
cope?
basis.
I drink.
Yeah, asking questions or doing
drinking.
The
insults.
same?
Nope. Oh, if only there were some way to force Howard to accept my apology so I could escape this miasma of guilt.
You know, sometimes stuff just happens and there's nothing you can do about it. You know, for example, Lisa Pettersson hasn't talked to me since the 11th grade because no matter how much you apologize, you can't go back and undry hump someone's boyfriend.
I see. You're saying I'm facing Starfleet Academy's unwinnable command scenario, the Kobayashi Maru.
Exactly. Sometimes you can't win.
Captain Kirk won.
Kirk cheated.
Impressive that you know that. It's hard to believe I'm actually having this conversation with you.
Right there with you.
Oh, man.
Kirk beat the Kobayashi Maru by reprogramming the simulator. That's it.
What?
I'll reprogram Howard.
Sheldon, you
human.
can't reprogram
Not a
people.
robot.
No, you can't reprogram people. To James Tiberius Kirk.
Again, the third time.
He just wants that.
Thank you for driving me.
You're welcome.
I wish you weren't wearing flip-flops. Dangerous to drive in flip-flops.
Sheldon?
Sorry. I just don't want to be yet another flip-flop fatality.
Can I ask you a question?
Given your community college education, I encourage you to ask me as many as possible.
Yeah. Well, my question is, and I'm pretty sure I know the answer, is this your first date?
That depends.
They're on date.
No,
Does
no, no.
square dancing with my sister at a Teens for Jesus 4th of July hoedown count as a date?
No.
No.
Then this is my first date.
She's shaking him to
Okay.
his first.
Well, then there's a couple of things you should probably know.
I have a master's degree and 2 doctorates. The things I should know, I do know.
But
My
about this,
point
you don't.
is, I know more about dating than you, and if you were as smart as you think you are, you would listen to me.
If you know so much, how come I have a date tonight and you have nothing better to do than drive me to it?
Oh.
Fair point.
Oh my god. Roasted. So this is their date.
Hey, here's another possible topic of conversation. This is a big night for Sheldon. Right, Sheldon?
Big night? The winter solstice is a big night. It's over 14 hours in Southern California.
That's an amusing factoid.
Thank you.
No, my point is, tonight is Sheldon's first official date. Discuss.
Is this true?
Apparently, a semi-incestuous Teens for Jesus 4th of July hoedown didn't count.
So, Amy, what about you? Do you date much?
Once a year. It's a deal I made with my mother in exchange for her silence on the matter, as well as the occasional use of her George Foreman grill that seals in the flavor without the fat. What about you, Penny? Do you go on many dates?
I wouldn't say many. A few. What's...
Your characterization of approximately 171 different men is a few.
171, he counted.
Where did you get 171 men?
Simple extrapolation. In the 3 years that I've known you, you were single for 2. During that time, I saw 17 different suitors. If we work backwards, correcting for observation bias, and postulate an initial dating age of 15.
Whoa, wait. I did not start dating at 15.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
sorry, 16?
14.
My mistake. Now, assuming the left side of a bell curve peaking around the present, that would bring the total up to 193 men. Plus or minus 8 men.
Remarkable. Did you have sexual intercourse with all of these men?
Now, although that number would be fairly easy to calculate, based on the number of awkward encounters I've had with strange men leaving her apartment in the morning, plus the number of times she's returned home wearing the same clothes she wore the night before.
Okay, Sheldon, I think you've made your point.
So we multiply 193 minus 21 men before the loss of virginity. So 172 times 0.18 gives us 30.96 sexual partners.
31.
Let's round that up to 31.
Okay, Sheldon, you are so wrong. That is not even close to the real number. I'm gonna need a drink over here.
This is very interesting. Cultural perceptions are subjective. Penny, to your mind, are you a slut?
No.
Are you?
She's
Just all
doubting
finish
it.
our dinners, okay?
This is an interesting topic.
become the
How many
topic.
sexual encounters have you had?
Does volunteering for a scientific experiment in which orgasm was achieved by electronically stimulating the pleasure centers of the brain count?
I should think so.
Then 128.
128-time experiment.
Aren't you slicing that man's brain a little too thin?
It's too thin if I were making a foot-long brain sandwich at Quiznos. For examination under a 2-photon microscope, it's fine.
You can see, like, cut a brain and eat at the same time.
You're the expert. If the correct way to do it is the wrong way, then I yield.
Very well. If you die and donate your body to science, I promise to slice your brain like Canadian bacon.
Thank you.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to take my temperature.
Are you monitoring your circadian rhythms in order to identify your periods of maximum mental acuity? I did that one summer. Oh, youth.
No, I experienced some distressing symptoms last night, so I'm checking my vital signs every hour.
Distressing?
I'd be happy to create a chart and participate in a differential diagnosis.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
Really?
Oh,
Is that fun?
right. What were the symptoms?
Elevated heart rate, moist palms, dry mouth, and localized vascular throbbing.
Localized to what region?
Ears and genitalia.
She was horny.
Interesting. Not body parts that usually team up. What about environmental factors? Describe the scene for me.
I was sitting in a restaurant with Penny and Bernadette drinking water, carbonated as it was a special occasion. Penny's friend Zach stopped by and said hello, and I said, who?
Who?
Zach.
Then why did you ask?
Ask what?
Who?
Zach.
All right, let's start over. What did
She
you
made
say
the noise.
when Zach walked in?
Who?
Zach.
Why do you keep saying Zach?
Because you keep saying who.
I'm not saying who now. I said who last night.
And the answer was Zach, correct?
There was no question. I simply said who.
All right, I think I have enough to go on.
Zach was hot.
Possible explanations for your symptoms are, in descending order of likelihood, hyperthyroidism, premature menopause, hosting an alien parasite, or, and I only include it for the sake of covering absolutely all bases, sexual arousal.
That is the one, yes.
That is the point.
Where would I have picked up an alien parasite?
Morning, Sheldon.
Oh, Oh, good,
Oh,
you're
Priya.
up. I've written a new and improved roommate agreement that benefits me greatly. I'd like you to sign it.
Why would I want to do that?
Excellent question. Do you remember what happened to the alien, played by talented character actor Frank Gorshin, in the Star Trek episode Let That Be Your Last Battlefield?
Captain Kirk activated the self-destruct sequence and threatened to blow up the Enterprise and kill them both unless he gave in?
Affirmative. Computer, this is Dr. Sheldon Cooper. Activate self-destruct sequence code 1A 2B.
Self-destruct sequence activated.
What? What is this?
What are you gonna do, Sheldon? Blow up the apartment?
That was my first thought, but all my cool stuff is here.
So what happens when it counts down?
Unless Leonard signs the new agreement in the next 41 seconds, this computer will send an email to your parents in India saying that you're in a secret relationship with the whiter-than-marshmallow fluffed Mary Hofstadter.
No, nobody will like that.
You're scared
Oh
of
my
getting
God.
No Indian will
caught.
like
Big
that.
deal.
Trust me, it's a big deal.
Well, they're gonna find out about me eventually, right?
Yeah, of course, just not today.
20 seconds.
No.
Are you ashamed of me?
Of course not.
Then why can't we tell your parents?
Please, don't push this.
He does that all the time, doesn't he? 15.
Okay, fine, Sheldon, you win, turn it off.
No, he's bluffing.
I never bluff. 10.
It's blackmail.
9.
We give up.
8.
This is ridiculous.
It's a laptop with a full charge. Honestly, what do you see in him?
We give him what he wants, or we're done.
3.
You're done?
2.
Okay, I'll sign it.
Self-destruct sequence aborted.
You may have gone to Cambridge, but I'm an honorary graduate of Starfleet Academy.
Wow. Sheldon.
Book, The Hidden Reality, takes on a grand question. Is our universe the only universe? You see, there's a growing belief among scientists like me that ours may only be one among many universes populating a gigantic cosmos. In The Hidden Reality, I explore this possibility without presuming any knowledge of mathematics or physics on the part of the reader.
Hysterical.
Now,
I'm glad you talked me into this. We work so hard, sometimes it's nice to goof off and do something silly.
This is silly for them.
Yeah, wait till you hear how he dumbs down Werner Heisenberg for the crowd. You may actually believe you're in a comedy club.
you can think about Heisenberg's uncertainty principle much like the special order menu that you find in certain Chinese restaurant where you have dishes in column A and other dishes in column B. And if you order the first dish in column A, you can't order the corresponding dish in column B. That's sort of like the uncertainty principle.
Bump.
Say, I heard an interesting tidbit about Howard and Bernadette.
Really, Amy? Gossip? I'm disappointed in you.
Now. Evolutionary biologist Robin Dunbar has identified gossip as an aid to social bonding in large groups.
Forgive my language, but poppycock.
What if he's right? And by not participating in gossip, society breaks down into small feral bands of tattooed motorcycle riders fighting to the death over the last few cans of tuna fish.
Fine. In the parlance of the urban music scene, what's the 411?
Bernadette is thinking about breaking up with Howard.
I believe our nation's tuna cans are safe. Excuse me. Dr. Green, question?
Yes.
You've dedicated your life's work to educating the general populace about complex scientific ideas.
Yes, in part.
Have you ever considered trying to do something useful? Perhaps reading to the elderly?
Excuse me?
Yeah, but not your books. Something they might enjoy. I kid, of course. Big fan.
Big fan.
Raj.
Water demon. Ice dragon.
Lesser warlord of Ka'a.
Not so fast. Infinite Sheldon.
Sheldon.
Infinite Sheldon?
Yes, Infinite Sheldon defeats all other cards and does not violate the rule against homemade cards because I made it at work.
Oh, homemade cards. cards.
Do you understand why people don't want to play with you?
Yeah.
No. Although it's a question I've been pondering since preschool.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh.
Hey.
Penny's boyfriend.
Hey, your copy of Science Magazine was in my mailbox.
Oh, thanks.
Check it out. All about planets this month.
That's an atom.
Agree to disagree. That's what I love about science. There's no one right answer.
Dumb boyfriend.
Oh, you and Zach again, huh?
Yeah, me and
This
Zach
is Zach.
again.
Were we here earlier?
Okay, we should go.
Not yet. I want to talk science with the science dudes.
Oh, and the science dudes want to talk science with you. What do you want to talk about? Rocks? Dinosaurs? Our friend the beaver?
I saw this great thing on the Discovery Channel. Turns out that if you kill a starfish, it'll just come back to life.
Was the starfish wearing boxer shorts? Because you might have been watching Nickelodeon.
No, I'm almost sure that it was the Discovery Channel. It was a great show. They also said dolphins might be smarter than people.
They might be smarter than some people.
Well, maybe we can do an experiment to find out.
That's easy enough. We'd need a large tank of water, a hoop to jump through, and a bucket of whatever bite-sized treats you find tasty.
What the hell is happening? They're roasting them.
I don't get it.
A dolphin might.
Oh, I see. You guys are inferring that I'm stupid.
That's not correct. We were implying it. You then inferred it.
Let's go.
You know, for a group of guys who claim they spent most of their lives being bullied, you can be real jerks. Shame on all of you.
What the hell did I do?
You laughed.
He's making that ice dish?
Yeah.
Hey, you got Snoopy out. Can I have a snow cone?
Well, sure.
This is pretty good. What flavor is this?
Guess.
What?
Papaya?
No.
Guava?
You're so close.
Why give up?
Mango caterpillar.
Mango caterpillar.
What are you doing? You said you liked it.
Sheldon is so funny.
So funny.
You said you liked it. Mango
Also,
caterpillar.
he found his matching girlfriend also. Both of their brains work, coordinately.
Too nerdy. Both of them are always like, oh, this, that, oh, and they go
And the most boring thing is fun for them.
No, they go to a book reveal to have fun. That is how their fun is.
Fun is actually.
Crazy couple. But that part was the funniest when they all were bullying that guy.
Also, when Penny was roasted on the table.
Because that was very fun because Penny was there and she was sitting there. She was like, okay, you guys talk. And when they started to talk, they talked about her
You
only.
told me that Penny has dated everyone. Every person.
No, not every person. It is mostly, we have seen her kiss Raj. We have seen her kiss Sheldon also in one thumbnail I saw. And then we know she's with Leonard. I don't know if she has been with Howard or not. Yeah.
Howard is left.
I don't think so. She has had with Howard. But what dumb boyfriend she brought. So this might be, that hot boyfriend that you have that does not have any brain kind of.
Brain, only. Beauty with no brain.
You normally get boys that hang out with such girls that, they are very cute and very good looking, but they are very, very dumb. So, but this is the opposite was happening. So it was very, very hilarious to watch this video. How did you guys like it? Do let us know in the comment section below. So do like, share and
subscribe.
Bye.
Bye.